Hi Planty friends, welcome to another new Planty video, or hi if you're new. My name is David. Now I know this video is extremely duper long. It was a multi video kind of thing, like basically like a vlog. I will add some chapters because it's just way too long, but it was a lot of different fun days that we did plant chores and some plant shopping. The first clip I'm gonna show you guys going to a Walmart, and you guys, I did found an insane plant that I don't always get to find. The last time that I saw was 2 years ago, and it wasn't even by me. I'm pretty bad at finding them. They're like unicorn plants because they're so rare to find at the big box stores, especially at that retail price. And I'm super duper excited to go ahead and show y'all. As well, we did ended up finding some of the new Costa Farm Trading Tropicals plants, which is a variety of a Monstera that is super duper beautiful. You guys are gonna see that in the clips. And then after that, we are gonna do some planty chores. We are finally moving to the dining room, kitchen, and living room, which is why it's super duper long. And a lot of the plants are so big. As well, I was giving my insights on some of the plants, as well as some of the stuff in the plant community that I want to talk about, and other planty things as well. So if you want to stick around after the plant shopping, we are just gonna chill and do a lot of plant chores. But I do hope you guys enjoy today's new planty video, planty vlog. I know it's super duper long, but I hope y'all enjoy it. And yeah, let's just get straight into the plant shopping. Look what I found. Girl, I'm like in shock right now. And these are 25. I want to see if I can get it for clearance still, because it doesn't look that bad. This is one looks a little bit messed up, but this one's not that bad. I mean, it's 25, but are you almost at Aurora? The thing is, it looks a little bit like stressed, so I'm gonna give it a good girl. Whatever I have that's really good. They have a lot of Monsteras. Yeah, this is a really nice. I think it's a princess. Let me see. It just says fancy princess, but I've never seen such a beautiful. I think it's a wizard. To be honest, like a white wizard, not a white knight. I think it's a wizard. Awesome stuff. They look beautiful. And then these variegated ring of fires look really good as well. Look how variegated they are. Oh my goodness. They got some anthuriums. They got some pretty orchids as well. What else do I see? Girl, I need a cart, so I'm already like panicking. Hold on, I think I might get a cart. I think I'll be back. Oh, these Monsteras are pretty. Hold on. Okay, so we're outside now, and it's a little bit loud with the fans, but honestly, if my bed was over here, I'll be sleeping like a kitten. I love this sound. They have a lot of Monsteras. This is the one that we found, the Aurora outside. I'm like kind of shaking because if someone takes it, I'm gonna chase them down and knock them down like a football player. So the thing is, I gotta use the restroom, and I do not have a cart. And I feel like if I put it in a cart, someone's gonna see it. So like, I need to be down. This is huge. What the hell? What the hell? This is huge. These are also really nice. Look at that, 24.84. Beautiful peacock calyptus, y'all. I have this one, and it does really good. I don't know if because I have it hardened off or something like that, but these are awesome. So if you're tempted to try one, definitely go ahead and try it out. This is beautiful, and if you have the humidity, give it a go. This one, I don't know though. People told me like they're spider mite magnets. They look like spider mite magnets, but they're so beautiful and magical. These are all $25, as well as the Monsteras, and I was looking at each and every single leaf just in case if I can find another one. My gritty self, I'm so disgusting, but no, but they're all teared up. Like they look super duper sad, like damaged or like missing. What the hell is this? Or like really messed up, and like is there like a monster that eats Monstera leaves? Like what is going on? This is a beautiful new leaf though. But yeah, I kind of want to hold my number one so I can go to checkout ASAP. But I need a cart because I saw another fun brand new plant. So I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. Girl, I got my cart, girl. I just don't know. I think I need to fertilize it. But look at that. And then the newest leaf has that little birthmark. I think we're good, to be honest. I think we're really good. And then they got some cactus, scandapsus, Girl, it's because I kept seeing like people with carts, and I'm like, no, you're not gonna take it. You know how long? See, what is this? Like, that's so sad. I'm just like, no. I've been looking for one for so long. These Monstera Perus look so good as well. Look how full they are. Because the one that I got a while back had aphids, and I'm super duper sad. I should have returned it, but I thought I can do it all, and I was like, I'll bring it back to life. I didn't. I killed it. So really, really sad stuff. But these look awesome, and they look not sick, you know? This one looks really good too. Oh my gosh, you guys. But there's another plant that I saw, and I keep telling you about, like, it's because it's on the other side. Which I'll pull it up in a bit. Give me a minute. I'm like enjoying these beautiful leaves. So gorgeous, so gorgeous, so gorgeous. I don't always see Monstera Perus that full and beautiful, like. But I need to calm down because I saw some really, really cute Halloween shirts, and I want to get one for my boo and for myself because that'll be really, really fun. It's just awesome. Okay, let me go ahead and show y'all the other goodies. It's over there. Do y'all see it? Ugh, I'm like in shock right now. Why does it look like the... Y'all need to let me know. You think it's... I think I need... Oh, I think it wants to be repotted, to be honest. Okay, so they have these Charizard Stramantes, but look what they have. They have one of the new ones from Costa farm, and I'm gonna go ahead and snatch it because, like, I have PTSD of missing out. Like, my variegated Hoya compacted from years back. This one looks a little bit iffy. I mean, it is really, really pretty. It's kind of giving like palm vibes. They're $20, by the way. Yeah, they're giving like palm vibes. I don't think they like this potting soil. You know, like, I don't know if I should wait and get a new healthy one. Man, this is so pretty. I'm actually really, really falling in love with it. It's like a philodendron, like a palm. Like, you know, they had a baby together. Look at this one. It's pretty, but it looks really messed up. Like, I kind of feel like I should put it back and just wait for new ones. But are they gonna push out new ones? That's always the question, because whenever what they do, they experiment. I really, really want this, you guys. Like, I like seeing it in person. It's pretty, but I think I'm gonna have to put it back because for $20, I'm expecting like a really healthy plant, and I got a feeling that it's actually gonna have... They're gonna put out some better looking ones, like healthier, not sick looking ones. Still on the iffy with it. So they got some palms, ZZs. These are a little bit cheaper. Again, it's weird that they have Charizard Stramantes, $15.97. It's kind of fun though, but it's just pretty. Makes me want to go home and take care of the one that I have right now. A beautiful Birkin. That's not bad. I see some Dracenas for $10, and they have like 2 plants in it, which is pretty nice. I don't know if I should get it. There's only 3 of them left. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always iffy. I'm gonna put it back. I got a feeling they're gonna put up more. I really got a feeling they're gonna put up more. It just looks nice, you know? But if I get it and then I'm trying to bring it back to life when I pay $20 for it, and then I see another one at a different location, it looks a lot better than that one, I'll be like, God damn it, I should have just waited. We got a different back, yeah. And some golden crocodiles. Kind of cute, to be honest. This is a pretty aglonema. See, this is something that I might actually... That's really, really, really pretty. It's like a lemony kind of vibe. Okay. So I'm in the Halloween section, and girl, I just had to. They're super duper cheap. I got this one for my hubby. I got your bag. Girl, that is so funny. And I got his bag always and forever. Then I got this one. I was gonna get a bigger one because I like 2XL, but like, yeah. But I think a large is fine. Isn't that so cute? I know it's so cliche, but I think it's adorable. And again, it's cheap. You gotta get in the Halloween season. What else do they have? Oh my gosh, they got plushies. I'm gonna make him buy that for me, actually. I'm not gonna get that myself. Wait, because actually we gotta get our own little Halloween costume. I have this one from last year. I thought it was funny, to be honest, but I don't know. A taco. I love a good taco. I'm actually gonna get a taco after this. They got little onesies. Let me see the other side because I think the other side has decor. Ah, look at that. Look at the sprinkles. I love sprinkles. Cute. The plushies are adorable. They got mugs. Wait, that's actually... Oh, shut up. Look, you guys. Oh my god, these are so cute. Oh, it's plastic. I thought it was like ceramic. That's cute. Glass with charm. Wait. These are only $4. Oh, these are big. I only came in to go plant shopping. I'm getting like 2 shirts. I mean, everything's cheap though, but like... Should I get the Boo one? I think the Boo is really cute. It's made like a chai. Or like an iced coffee. I think I'm gonna get this. This is too cute. The pumpkin is cute though. I like the orange, but I like the Boo. I think the Boo is cute. I'm gonna get this. Oh, it's just too adorable. And then these mugs, they're only $12.47. Oh my goodness. They're adorable. You got little appetizer plates too. Ghost glass mugs. Skeleton one, another cuter one. Okay, I think that's basically it. Those are cute. I'm gonna post this on today's video, but y'all are gonna get a quick little preview on what tomorrow is going to be. But first thing first, we're gonna go ahead and water this money tree because I feel like it's thirsty. Okay. I can't really pull it out, but I'm gonna let it bottom water. You never ever want to water just like that because it will get root rot. The reason I'm doing this because I have intention of filling it up, making sure the soil gets really saturated. Even though money trees don't really want that, this plant's really thirsty. And also the plant can absorb all that water. And then I have the intention, sorry, just these stairs, I was lifting a lot of heavy stuff. In like 2 hours or 3 hours, I will take it out, drain the excess water, and then that's it. So I'm just doing it because this plant's really thirsty and I want to make sure that it drinks up. Now, tomorrow, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all. We found some really, really great plants, which I hate getting ahead of myself, but because I like to be a little surprised, but realistically, I'm gonna have to do it anyways. So we found a rare plant and we also found a brand new plant. So many rare stuff, right? But this Walmart actually did found 2 really, really exciting things. And it's my Monstera Aurora, which I'll show you the markings later on. The thing is, I got a feeling that this is actually overwatered, and I'm gonna do a little cheat code. I'm gonna place it outside in the balcony so it can dry up. This, I do not want to repot it because Monsteras, one thing that I noticed about Monsteras is when they're stressed out, they're stressed out. You do not want to add more stress to them because they will go quick, fast down. They'll go down quick, pretty fast. I said that reversed. So with this Monstera, it looks stressed, the soil looks pretty moist, and this is peat moss. Monsteras like to dry out, so they do not like to stay consistently moist. They like a nice chunky potting soil. This is all peat moss. That's not gonna work out. So I'm gonna let this establish in this new environment. And I'm also want to take it out from this cash pot. I did pay it a lot. I mean, $25 is not bad for a Monstera Aurora. Hopefully it's stable. I do see the newest leaf coming up. Like that. The best way to tell is by the stem, and I don't really see that much variegation. It's kind of difficult with Monstera to tell, to be honest, but yeah, it does not look like it's waterlogged. It's very moist though, so I'm gonna let this sit in the balcony, protected from the UV rays from the sun, because it's so warm in the balcony as well. There's a lot of bright and direct lights to south-facing balcony, so it's gonna get nice. It's gonna get a lot of energy, and then the soil will dry out, hoping it will recover and unstress itself so I can repot it in a week in a better mixture. This, I like to use it for trash cans. So yeah, that's it. Actually, as I'm editing that video, it's already been a week, you guys, and I'm gonna show y'all an update on the money tree. I don't know why this happens to me, but Every time I buy money trees, they always rot. I always buy them a little bit sick. Because I don't want to pay the full price. Where's the money tree? Here it is. So I have it on one of my best grow lights. And one of them is doing really good, I can tell. But the other one is pretty squishy. Oh, sorry, girl. And yeah, this one. Honestly, where's my scissors? This one is just completely squishy. Ew. Ew. Where's my scissors? So much editing. I don't want. Oh, I can just use this knife. I'm so sorry, y'all. David is always a complete mess. But I'm not gonna show you because then I'm gonna get yelled at. There you go. I just took it out. So, and then taking off these dead leaves. One of the stems is super duper healthy. And the other one is kind of struggling. You can see its leaves. It's this one. It was a little bit squishy, but now it's not that bad. It's actually pretty firm. This one though is extremely firm, and it's like hard. It's like a trunk. Like, it's good, and it has a new leaf coming in. Y'all see the little hand? That is so cute. Oh my gatitos, look at that little baby. Yes, my hands are really dry. I've been using rubbing alcohol, neem oil, been washing a lot of dishes, and using a lot of hot water. My hands are pretty aggressive right now with all the chemicals that I'm using. But y'all, that is the cutest thing ever. And even though this is my money tree in my collection, I am committed and I'm more than happy to be the only baby in my collection. And oh my God, I'm gonna cry because I really hope it grows massive, at least like a feet or 2 feet. And that happens, if that happens, I will be so happy. I'll be like, it's like watching my baby grow, you know? So I'm really excited. And this one, I do hope that it works out. The water that we poured in here in the beginning on the, I think it was like on that clip, it literally, I was gonna pour it out because I kind of forgot about it. But I'm looking at it now and you guys, it's like dry like a bone. It drank all of it up and it's not dripping in water, so it's not moist. It's not wet, my apologies. But it is dark, so the soil is hydrated, the plant looks nice and healthy, and it's on one of my best grow lights. So I'm really, really happy with it and its success. That little one is pretty sad, but it's okay. I did got it for clearance. The ceramic is very beautiful, but I do hope that it does work out. So that's a little update on the money tree. It's been a week, by the way, if you're wondering, and I'm super duper excited. I'll give you guys updates on Houseplant Toys, plenty updates, but yeah, I just want to show you guys this. So a little update because I didn't show you on the videos, but let's go back on those clips on the previous days. Hi, so y'all already know how this is, this channel. I didn't hear no jet, no plane, and now all of a sudden the second I press record, a jet is passing by. It's cool though. Now we're gonna go ahead and do some plant chores. I did not forget about the series. I just had to take a small little break. It was a little bit too much, you guys. Like, it was a lot, But we did maintain a lot of the plants. Also, I am wearing the new shirts. That video was from like last week, I know. And yeah, she's cute, I like it. I was gonna say something, but I probably shouldn't because I don't wanna talk about weight, even though, whatever. Like, I am gaining some weight, you guys. I'm getting, and then yeah, like I try to, like, I do talk about a lot of different things, but one thing that I don't like to talk about in my channel, not because I have my own beliefs, right, and myself, everybody does, right, but it's just such a controversial thing, and it can get negative, and it's very unnecessary for that, right? And that's not the main focus of this channel, and that is religion and politics. Even though the world right now, it's absolutely crazy. Like I said, I'm not gonna talk about it. But it is pretty crazy. So hopefully doing these plant chores is going to be a nice positive. The phone is also moving slowly. I'm using a silicone case and it's like gliding to the thing. So you guys are seeing it going like that. But yeah, just some fun, positive, plenty vibes. Gonna make myself an iced coffee to get even more cranked up because it's going to be gonna be a pretty long video possibly because the dining room plants are on it. It's a lot. It's a lot of plants, you guys. But I haven't really showed y'all all of them. A lot of them have grown a lot. And I also finally got my new iced coffee machine. I've been looking for the one that I will always get every single year because it breaks because I'm clumsy. And they were discontinued because they made a new one. This is a new one. It's the same thing. But yeah, I'm kind of excited. I'm gonna try not to make it too strong. I mean, I probably do want it strong, but not like battery kind of strong. I think that's good. One more. No, that's good. That's good. And then that's it. I like how it's pretty fast too. And the new one, because the old one didn't really have this feature, but like, and it's from Walmart, by the way. You can make ice and hot coffee, which is pretty cool. Hi. Okay, so now we're in a whole different setting. I was trying to incorporate this beautiful fern, but that TV kind of pisses me off. It's like so out, and I can't even shove it in there because when I do that, it bends. It's a two-person job, but it's okay. And I keep looking at my nose because I get these hairs coming out. I'm getting old. And then the stuff over here. Like, I'm trying to be like, I can't. Why am I yelling? I can't do anything that I'm a crispy ass bitch. Like, it is what it is. I love this shirt, by the way. It was like $7, you guys. My merch could never. But it was like $7 at the Walmart. Like, isn't that fucking cute? Okay, let me get my coffee. I just finished talking to my mom, and I love my mama so much. She's amazing. It's awesome, to be honest. But we're on FaceTime, just chatting and everything, and everything was good. It's just, you know, y'all tell me that I'm crazy, and it doesn't bother me, by the way. I really rather be crazy than boring. I would hate to be a boring person. I like to be a crazy, just too much, you know what I'm saying? An attention seeker, whatever. So, yeah, like she's always like, you're so crazy. I'm like, girl, I know. And like, I'm getting a little bit mocoso. I'm getting like boogers now, but hi. So I'm gonna show you guys some plants that I bought from the balcony from inside. There was a lot more, but I already treated them last night, and then I put them into the plant room, so I'm not gonna show you those. I keep burping, I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all. This is a Mandula pothos that was outside. The thing is, it's the one that I saw and I was like, it does not look like a Mandula. It looks like it's a different species. It kind of is given, well, that looks like a Mandula a little bit. But like, let me show it to you, hold on. There's like a vine, and plants mutate all the time. You see that? Mandulas have big splashes of white. This has a green, like a cream kind of green. Like, look at that. And I know one that looks pretty similar to this, and Costa is calling it lemon top. Is it lemon top pothos? I think it's called lemon top pothos. It looks like a Mandula, but it's like green shaded. So I think it was this. And the thing is, I found this one first, and then they released that one. So I wonder if this was like one of the vines, one of the little propagations that they had over there, and they got in here somehow. And yeah, but it has grown a lot, as you guys can see outside. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, because you know I'm a real person. You know I'm your real bestie. I'm gonna say it how it is, and I'm gonna show you the ghetto, the nasty, because there's always that in everything, okay? This is the bag. She's bald-headed, but you can see where she got the light a lot, which was this side. I mean, that by itself is a whole picture. It has grown so much, and I don't really want to chop it, to be honest. I might keep letting it grow. The thing is, placing it is going to be something, so I would like to place where you guys can see it, because you know me, I like the attention. Should I put it right there, or over, I think over here, right? Hopefully it doesn't fall. You guys cannot see it. What about over here? You guys can see that over here, right? I'm gonna put it for here for right now, because this is one that needs to be sprayed, but it is so big that it is not gonna, oh, that looks pretty good. It's really heavy though. I hope it doesn't, there's a chance it might fall. I hope it doesn't fall. If I look at it, it might fall. So that's that. Okay, and then this is my, it looks like an arbor, but it's not. It was given to me by Airwood Asia, I believe, or a different company. It's called Syngonium White Ribbon Variegated. And it's literally this, and it's the most beautiful plant I have ever seen. I mean, just look at that. Like, that's so pretty. So pretty. And it does this. It has a new leaf coming in. I don't see no variegation. I get a little bit impatient and I like to force them to unfold, and I know I shouldn't do that, but who's gonna stop me? So it is really, really pretty. This is the mother, and I like how it's starting to come out. I even see green shoots coming from the stem. If I can find it again. So it's gonna like, you guys can see my crispy lips. Look, it's right there. Just put Vaseline, David. Just put some lip gloss. No, I don't want to. Okay, and then I ended up propagating that one because it was a whole vine, and it was last month. It was 30 days ago, okay, like ish. Here they are. They have rooted successfully, and yeah, look at, I just placed them straight in soil. Look at that, straight in soil, and they already have new shoots coming in. So people always ask me, how do you do it? I'm gonna tell you how I do it. It only works like this, and it's a possibility. Sometimes I get like an 8 out of 10 success out of this. My balcony is a south-facing balcony. It gets bright and direct light when the sun changes during the fall. And in winter time, it gets more light inside because you know how the sun changes, right? So I can't do it anymore. But when it was bright and direct light, that's number one. And then it was in the summer/springtime where like I've done this method a lot. That's the only way it works. You need to have warm temperature. You need to make sure the soil is warm, not hot. Warm, girl, like nice and warm, right? You might be wondering, how do I know? Girl, just like touch it. Like it has to be warm a little bit, not hot, not cold. It has to be warm. You want those roots to activate and to grow fast, right? Number 3 is you want to make sure that it's moist, not wet. Now, I do this, and it's because I kind of know how to get away with it. But how to get away with the M word? I don't want to say because I'm going to get demonetized. But you want to get a cash pot, and you want to soak it up with water. You can kind of see that it was sitting in water. This cannot get root rot if there is no roots. So, in the first couple days, I make sure it is sitting in an inch, half an inch of water, okay? Why? I need to make sure the soil is moist and warm. Then after a week, you can also test that out. You can kind of pull, literally, it happens within a week. It depends what kind of species it is of the plant, but a lot of time it's like this. If you cannot, you don't want to yank it out, girl, okay? Because it's going to pull out. But if it has like a little tug in it, that lets you know it has some roots in it or like something's happening, okay? You want to slow down on it. You can still let it sit on water for like another week, possibly if you want to. The goal is, the reason why I do that is because it's outside. It would dry out incredibly fast. And if this dries out, those roots are going to shrivel up and the cutting is going to fail. The chances of it failing will go even higher, right? So you want to make sure that it's moist. That's what I do. And yeah, just keep doing that. Bright and direct light, warmth, moist soil, and you can just put a cutting in soil. And that's it. And that's exactly what I did 30 days ago, 35 days ago, and now it's a whole established plant. Could have been honestly just 20 something days ago. I lost count. But a lot of my plants that I have propagated, it's literally from this. And this is the best time to do it for me in San Antonio, Texas, because everybody has different climates. Like in the spring, it's like peak for sure. Like in the late spring, summer for sure, but you want to make sure that the plants are not too hot, because that's a thing. And then you want to be on top of the watering. Like you want to make sure the soil is moist because it can dry out a lot faster because of the warmth, right? And the airflow, since it's outside. But that's how I do it. Now, I do see myself propagating plants in the winter time. And that will be a whole different series that I'm gonna do in the channel. Y'all know me, I love to propagate plants just for the benefit of the plants. And also, I do get a lot. I mean, right now, I am flowing with Monstera suspicanas and Silver Blues. Majority of the time, I propagate my plants so it can promote more bushier growth and make them a fuller, beautiful plant. Because that's what happens to the mother plants. The extra ones that I have developed, I either add it to my collection to grow my collection if I want to, or you can just sell them, you guys, and you can buy This plant hobby, it does come to a cost to some extent, depending on how you are with it. But buying soil is not free. I mean, if you get it from the ground outside, maybe, but buying it from the store is not. Buying the planters, buying the fertilizer. If you have grow lights, the electric bill. So there's no shame on making money out of this hobby. So yeah, you can just sell the cuttings if you want. So Facebook Marketplace is the best place to sell, I think so. And yeah, or you can just give it to family and friends. I'm pretty sure anybody will be happy to adopt a new plant, and even it's even better if it was created, nurtured, or propagated by you. Makes it extra special, right? So that's on that on the propagating plants, and I talk about this a lot every now and then because a lot of my plants do come from propagations that I created. My collection has grown a lot. A lot of it is me buying plants, but also it's because I propagate a lot of my plants as well. Especially I did it this year. I can make a whole video, and I don't think I should, but I could, on all the plants I have propagated. It's probably like 50 or 60 plants that I have propagated, you guys, and that's considering the fact that I already got rid of some. Yes, I did throw some plants away. There were some in the balcony that were just looking a little bit iffy, and I just threw it away because I don't need 1,000 Monstera Spicanas or Stella Blues. I already have a lot, and I'm really satisfied fulfilled. And it's not even just about creating it, it's also about you personally. And for me, it's really relaxing, satisfying. The amount of dopamine that gets released into my brain. Dopamine is a feel-good chemical that your brain releases. It's fun whenever I propagate a plant successfully, seeing the new shoots develop and everything. So it's also about the experience about it. So I got my money's worth out of it. If it wasn't actual money, it was about the experience that I got through it. And yeah, I'm was really, really happy with everything. I'm very satisfied and fulfilled. And there's no shame on throwing some plants away. And I think we're gonna enter that phase where people are gonna want to get rid of plants. It's perfectly normal. I truly do believe there's two things that a plant collector, a person that has a lot of houseplants inside, should do. Number one is decluttering. I think it's good. Sometimes it's a natural human thing, you guys, falling out of love on some things. If it's because it's just way too far out to the plants and it's causing way more stress than actually making you feel good, or you just don't like it anymore, which is normal. It's good to declutter plants from pests to plants that you fell out of love with, not just throwing it away, but rehoming them if you want to. And the other thing that I think a plant collector should do once a year is chopping your collection. I know it hurts a lot of people because they work so hard to grow all this foliage, but when you chop your plants, especially your vining plants, like all the pothos varieties, a lot of Monstera varieties, a lot of philodendron varieties, a lot of those plants do benefit a lot from being chopped, given a haircut basically. It keeps the wild thing tamed down, and then it promotes more growth. So if your plant was a little bit bald on top, and it has a good source of light, like a grow light on top, it will push out new shoots. So it's really healthy for your collection to chop them once a year at least to promote more growth, I think so. And then, like I said, you can use it to propagate, and then that's what I said about in the beginning. So that's my little rant on propagating plants and things about that topic, right? So last plants that I bought from the balcony that I'm gonna show you, that I have right here available with me, because I actually bought a lot of plants from the balcony inside, and I also rearranged the balcony a little bit. I had to because of the lights. I always do houseplant tours once a month. I try to, and I will show you guys the progress on the balcony and how I changed it up, as well as the entire collection from here that you guys cannot see to here as well, and even the back in the kitchen, the plant room, etc. So yeah, down the line I'll show you guys that. But this is the other plant. It looks bad, but when I got it, you guys, and I repotted it, even after I had it sitting in water, trying to like get it perky again with water and just keeping it hydrated, and then I transferred it to soil, it was still extremely wilted. I think it went through a lot of shock through shipping. But it's my Spatitalium, aka Peace Lily, Sensation variegated. When I hear sensation, I think about the big, massive Peace Lily, aka Spatitalium foliage. I love a good sensation. It's probably a baby still, but the fact that it's the Aurora, I call green on green, like this kind of variegation, Aurora. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but a lot of plants that have that name have variegation. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think and I believe it's an aurora. It's variegated, that's how it was given to me. But yes, it was extremely wilted, so I knew this plant had to redevelop new roots. It had to, that was the main thing, I think so. And I had to keep it as happy as I could, a lot of TLC. So what I did, I placed it in the balcony for like literally like 3 weeks. Doesn't seem like much, but it went from extremely wilted for days to now getting perky back up. And I think it has developed new roots. The reason why, my neck is burning. The reason why is because I think it wasn't the warmth outside and the soft facing. Peace lilies do not like a lot of light, just like with the neon pothos as well. They really do not like direct light. Even if it's morning light, it's a stretch. Unless it's really hardened up, then it could be okay. But I have learned that peace lilies and neon pothos do not like that at all. Oh my gosh, why am I so hibbly jibbly? Whenever I bring my plants inside from the balcony, I'm always like really careful and like I get super scared. I have PTSD from bringing spiders inside. My biggest fear. I know they're beneficial, but y'all, I have like so much anxiety from that. Okay, so yeah, it has grown a lot. Might not seem like it, but trust you, girl. It was bad, and now I'm really happy and satisfied with how it looks. I love this peace lily, and if it is a true sensation, I do hope it gets big, because I love a good sensation peace lily. They sell them every now and then, once a year in the big box stores. I do a lot of big box store plant shopping. I mean, if you watch my channel, you would know that. I do a lot of it because a lot of y'all like it, and everybody has a Lowe's, a Home Depot, or a Walmart. Okay, so whatever I find a lot of time on my locations, not all the time, there's a high possibility you're gonna find that in your locations too. And Urban Jungle, also with Life Trends, or like sister companies, Costa Farm and etc., proven winners, they are in all these big box stores. So they're pushing a new variety. I'm gonna possibly see it, and then that's when my videos come up. And I tell you, every time I find something new, or even the new deals, I got your back, girly. I'm gonna let you know. You're gonna be the first one to know. So yes, I know I was going to hold. Oh yeah. Once a year, they on Lowe's, usually in the springtime, like in the late spring, they have these massive sensation peace lilies. Not the peace lilies, I mean, they're beautiful too, with like just a big peace lily. They're gorgeous, but they're big, like this. I'm not even exaggerating, like that, the leaf. And those are sensation peace lilies. Those are gorgeous. And I hope if the universe is good for me, and everything goes as everything is planning out, we're gonna be in our new home. And I always dreamed of having that in the corner of my sofa. It will look so beautiful, and I want that so bad. It's gonna look so gorgeous, and every time I'm walking the living room, cleaning it, or drinking my cup of coffee, or having a conversation with my family member, and like in the living room, it's gonna be the centerpiece, and it's gonna look so beautiful. So hopefully everything goes as planned that we're planning to do right now. And next year on the springtime, we're gonna find that beautiful peace lily, and I'm gonna snatch it up. It's like $60 with inflation. It can probably go up, because I remember they used to be like $49. This year I saw it for $59.99. I can probably see it for like $60, so like $69.99 or something like that. But it's okay, because those girls are huge, and it's a guarantee that I know it's a sensation. I have this Aurora sensation peace lily. I hope it is. It's a small one, so we can't really tell. I mean, it kind of looks like it because I'm looking by the leaves. I also have a variegated one that's like white and green. Not green on green like this one. Also labeled as sensation, but it was like a little starter. It's gonna take a very long time for it to grow. I should probably fertilize it, but peace lilies are not really heavy fertilizers, to be honest. Depending what variety, but a lot of them don't really care about fertilizer too much. They just want consistent moisture. That's their biggest thing. They don't like to dry out, or they don't like a draft. They get like crispy tips really easily. But that's just a really good coffee. Okay, now we're gonna get some plants from the back. Not in any special order. We're just gonna go ahead, do a little show and tell, show the updates, the progress of the plant, and I think that I can talk about it, like if anything special about it, from the price, where I got it from, or like the variety or anything. And then I'm gonna do half of it right now and put them in the tub, rinse them really good. It's really important. and then spray them with some fresh neem oil because I'm trying to protect my plants, and I'm really trying to be careful with all the plants that I'm bringing to the new place. Not that mealybugs are a big issue, but just for a fresh start, or just to neutralize the stress, because I know moving is pretty stressful and I don't want to be stressed out too much, you know? So the first one is this one, and some of them do have some fall decor. I'll pluck it out. No, I don't know. Well, I can't actually spray anymore on it, so I'm gonna have to. I have this fake little fall flower that I had. It's really pretty. I don't know where I got it from, to be honest, but yeah, so that's how I like to decorate with my fall. So here's my Never Never plant. I think it's also known as golden mosaic. Yeah, so it's a really pretty one. You can find them big. I've seen them massive for like $20 on the outdoor section, which is pretty crazy. Or you can do, I got this from Urban Jungle, and it was like a small little one, and then it grew. So it's really pretty. You can see the gloss. The gloss is not really from the plants, it's from the neem oil. Neem oil really does stick nicely with this one. It has grown a lot, and it's super pretty. The thing you can see a new leaf coming in, so it's actively growing and pushing out new leaves. I don't really see any pest. That's a lie. I am seeing some spider mites, and I can show you what it looks like. They're like white little dots. Those are usually the eggs. So power washing it, which is what I'm gonna go ahead and do, and then spraying some neem oil should neutralize that to some extent and hope for the best. But really pretty. It has grown a lot, but this can get really big. This is one that once it gets big, I will go ahead and chop it because we don't want a crazy one of these, because I don't know what to do with it when it gets too big, right? So that one's really fun. And then here is this is a Jasena pot. This is one that I have propagated. I can tell because of the planter. It's one of the cheap planters. Yeah, it looks a little bit busted. Actually, I propagated it as a jade because it actually reverted to a jade for my Jasena. And I was like, whatever. And then I was okay with it. I love a good green pothos. But then it was getting so much light that I think it triggered the variegation once again. This is what a Jasena looks like. Some might see it like one green pothos that has reverted. But one of the best ways to tell it's a Jasena is the green line in the middle. That's always the big tell. The Jasena. Another beautiful. You can still see the green line in the middle. Really beautiful. Yeah, gorgeous. And this is what happens when they get a lot of light. This was getting a lot of light. They start to look like a Marver Queen. Really curious if the Jasena came for the Marver Queen. If it was a mutation. I also did learn, I don't know which plant specifically, but there's a plant that I think it's the pearls and jade pothos. Costa Farm ended up, I think it's Costa Farm, or sometimes what people do, a lot of these variegations are from mutations. That's how they happen. And what they get mutated by the UV rays a lot of the time from the sun. It changes the DNA mutation, and you get like a different leaf, right? So what they do is sometimes they blast radiation to the plants to create a new species. Sounds pretty aggressive and like, oh my gosh, but it's cool. A lot of our plants were literally forced to develop a new variety. And I'm really curious. I know the pearls and jade was created by radiation. It sounds bad, but yes, you can look it up. I've heard about it from Costa Farms story on Instagram. Like, they're legit Instagram. Like, they're professionals. They know exactly what they're talking about. Like, you know, I know people say don't believe everything on the internet, but you're also, we live in a very different time now. It's not like 10 years ago where like Wikipedia. We live in a time where there's AI, and then a lot of it's AI, honestly. Google AI is really good at like fact checking the information. But the biggest thing is not Google searching or searching information on the internet if it's accurate. A lot of time is knowing how to do research and knowing your sources, right? So yeah, I trust them with what they talk about because that's literally what they do. So yeah, really awesome. Just saying that. Here's another plant that I have propagated, and I was gonna toss this one away. I just didn't like how it looked, but I was like, no, like I actually see some potential in it. It has a lot of foliage. It doesn't look like the top tier Seba Blue, but I can chop it. I'll see myself chopping and it will push out more growth, and it's gonna really, it's okay. So this is my silver blue that I have propagated from nodes. It all started from nodes in the middle, and it has grown. One thing that I do see, it was getting pretty pale when I was outside, because what happens with silver blues and a lot of other plants, when they're underwatered and they're thirsty, they tend to get pale. That's one of the biggest cues, especially with my tiger Boston. I don't think it's called Boston fern, but my tiger fern, it always gets pale whenever she's thirsty. That's when I know I gotta go and water her. Same thing with the silver blues, and they get very, like, you have to like really push back, and then for them to also get a lot of light, because they get a lot of light in the balcony, they get pale. So like there's no life in them. But after watering it, and it's getting a little bit of not so much intense light, which is not a bad thing sometimes, but it's in a really good spot. It looks a lot better, and I am seeing more green and some blue hues, which is, I can see it's getting healthier. So I'm really, really happy with this guy. It's done really, really good. And again, it was by propagations, so that's really awesome. I love that. And then another plant that I have propagated, and it's funny because I actually have a lot of these, and it came from a small little 4-inch, but these Scindapsus grow so fast. And it's my Silver Splash Scindapsus, one of my favorites. And I would never forget, because whenever somebody offers a plant to me, it's like the most wholesome thing that anybody can do. And Jacqueline Jungle, I love her planting videos, by the way. She's awesome. I don't always comment on all her videos or like talk about her that much, but I do love her vibes. She has like pet snakes and everything. It's awesome. I remember 2 years back, I was complaining that I couldn't find a Silver Splash, and I found one and it died on me, and I was super sad about it. And then she DM'd me offering a cutting, and it was like the super duper sweet, and I never forgot about that. And I was like, she's so wholesome. Like that's like, she has like that's a gold heart. And I declined because like in the moment I just didn't want to. I'm very iffy. Like I like to give a lot of things, but I don't like to receive things. It's like girl, I know it's not a good thing. I've been working on it, but yeah, I never forgot about it. But I did end up finding another Silver Splash, and I think I was at a nursery, and I grew it, and then it's grown a lot, and I chopped it. Not this one. The mother plant's actually outside, and it has grown a lot. It just grows super duper aggressively. Hold on, I'm looking at my tech installation. I thought it was scale, but it's just damaged. That's something that I don't mess with. I don't like scale at all. It has grown. It is pretty leggy. Scindapsus do get leggy, but sometimes they don't really shrink their leaves drastically like a philodendron. Oh my goodness. I remember I had my philodendron. I think it was like green hardly philodendron. It was getting the micro little leaves. I was like, you are so petty. What is that? But pothos don't really do that, and Scindapsus don't really do that either. But they do space out their nodes. But I kind of like that. It gives it character. It looks really cutesy. I like it a lot. But yeah, this is from propagations, which is pretty cool. It has grown a lot, and I will be chopping it because even though 2 vines, it looks kind of cute, it still looks kind of like not the best. Like it's not that cute for me. So chopping it, it's gonna promote more growth, but I'm not doing that right now because I'm not in the spot right now to be producing a lot of plants, because I already have a lot. And like I said, we are planning to move. I say that every single year, but the contract has been signed, the security deposit has been paid, so it's gonna happen. Hopefully, I don't want to jinx anything. I mean, knock on wood, girl. Hold on. Because I get really excited and I speak about things way too soon because I just get super duper happy. But I know I can jinx things, and I really believe in that, like, because it has happened to me a lot. So I gotta shut up and like just live in the moment and wait. But I get too excited. I just want to share it with you. So next one is going to be my Aglaonema, and shout out to Growfield. I love him so much. He's like he is such an amazing spirit. I love his soul. I really do. He has like, I can listen to him for hours on his plant shopping videos, and he's just really, really chill. So, but one thing about him though, girl, he really does love his Aglaonema. I don't think he's watching. If you're watching, leave a comment, girl, because like you're either here or you're not. But He loves to shove aglaonemas down my throat, and I told him, girl, you gotta chill. Like, I totally understand. They are underrated and they are extremely beautiful. But I'm like, no, like, I don't like, no, I'm gonna let it happen naturally. I do have some aglaonemas in my collection. I have quite a few actually. And because I enjoy them, not because someone forced it on me, but I do understand he is just trying to spread awareness. And I love that a lot. I really do. Yeah, but I don't think it's to the point now, and I said this one time, and I don't mean it in a negative way. I don't think he did this, and I don't think it was his main intention to do this, but every time I see an aglaonema, I think of him. Like, you know, not like that, but like every time I see him, I'm like, oh, I wonder, you know, I gotta go see the new video, or like, I wonder what kind, if he's seen this aglaonema, because he talks about it so much. So like, it's to the point that it kind of is his brand, and he branded himself as the aglaonema guy, which is amazing. Genius, by the way, if he was purpose or not, but I love that. I really, really do. And yeah, that's the biggest thing that he did. He branded himself as the aglaonema guy, and I love that because they're amazing, they're beautiful, and yeah. So that's my little tea, my cup of tea, which is not negative drama. It's just my insight on the aglaonemas and growthals. Because if you watch my videos, there's a very high chance you have watched his, because he also does a lot of big box plant shopping, and it's amazing. I love it. So here is my aglaonema. I think it's called Frost or Ghost, or probably both. But yeah, it's a really, really cool one. You can see the new leaves coming in, and I'm actually really, really happy with this growth. I did pull out a old leaf, but it was an old leaf. It was already retired, right? It's just natural order. And yeah, it's really, really pretty. When I saw it for the first time, I was like, you just pop off. Like, you're really screaming at me. Out of all the plants, you're singing to me, not screaming. Screaming is like a negative way. You're singing to my ears and my eyes, right? And I had to take it home. And then it was like for $14. I was like, girl, yeah, you're good. So, and I've been enjoying it every now and then, which is just so beautiful. I love it a lot. I really, really do love it, but I'm gonna go ahead and separate it from its cash pot. One thing that you do see is these little balls on top. It's mosquito bits. I sprinkle mosquito bits to my plants because fungus gnats, they're really, really annoying. My husband gets really mad. And at first it was cute and jokingly, but if a fungus gnat flies to his face, I'm giving him the side eye, like, oh my gosh, like, I hope he just doesn't like get mad at me, because like I know, because they can be extremely annoying, and I feel bad that that's a burden. I know he doesn't say this, and he won't say this, and he doesn't think of it like this, but in my head, I'm like, this is one of the burdens that he has to deal with, of being with me, because I am not the best with fungus gnats. I did sprinkle my entire collection, but I'm seeing them a few, and I probably skipped a few plants, and they only work if you sprinkle them like that. Like sprinkling it, they only work like that if you water. There are some plants that I have not watered, but that shouldn't be an issue because fungus gnats need more soil to grow their larvae or to put their eggs. But yeah, fungus gnats are not bad, you guys. People get scared when they hear fungus, like, oh my gosh, what is that? No, it's nothing bad. It doesn't go to humans. They're just really, really, really annoying, tiny little bugs. They're smaller than a mosquito for sure, but they're a lot more annoying than a mosquito because they actually like your, I think it's like I was like an idiot. I think in the previous video, I said carbon monoxide, but I think that's like what cars emit. Carbon dioxide is what we emit, right? We inhale oxygen, but we exhale carbon dioxide. I gotta go back to science class. You know what I'm talking about, girl. Stop. Okay. There's actually a few in here. You know what? I guess I can show you. I already treated. No, I won't. No, I'm gonna skip that one. But I will show you this one though. This is, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this in my collection, but it's been with me for a hot minute already. And it's blooming, which is really, really fun. It's my raindrop peperonia. And this is one that I got. Where did I got you from? I was shocked when I saw it. Oh, Walmart. But it was like very long time. Raindrop peperonia. This is what they do. So I really underwater her because I honestly feel like pepperonis in general, to be honest, doesn't really like to stay moist. Depending what, because there are some peperonis that do want moisture, but then there are some that prefer to dry out between waterings. I never really understood that when people would say that, but after actually doing plant chores and plant care, I kind of get it. For some reason, it never clicks in my brain. Like, what are you trying to say? Like when you water a plant, you're doing it because it's dry. So what do you mean some plants like to be watered between waterings? Isn't that what you're supposed to be doing? So when I say that, it usually means you want to make sure that it's dry, not dry. For example, a pothos would wilt, okay? A peperonia, you'll be able to bend the leaf like that. And it has dust on top, by the way. And it's also blooming. It could be from stress. Or it could be that I'm doing a good job. You don't really know. So you can do this. If it was hydrated, it would crack. You would feel a resistance, and if you keep pushing forward, it would bend. So this is my raindrop pepperoni, and I have it on this cash pot because that's just what I do. It has the leaves inside, by the way. There you go. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. So I'm really happy with it, and it's a nice one. This is one though that I do see myself chopping down the line because I want it to be more bushy. But right now it's a pretty cool plant, and I'm pretty happy with its size. The flowers let me know that I'm doing an okay job. All right, let me get another plant because I'm trying to also imagine this, the tub, the space, right? I think I can fit a few more. So I guess I can do this one. This is a fun one. This is my Shangri-La, and this one I actually have bought, but I have propagated from. But this is a mother plant. This plant, you guys, a couple things. Number one, millibugs love it because it has so many nook and crannies. You can kind of see the millibugs in there. It's a fun one. It's like cooked spinach. I like it a lot. But it propagates super duper slow. And I did some propagations. I threw them away yesterday. It was just too much. They were taking too long, too much resources, too much space, that I just couldn't deal with it anymore. But the mother is beautiful, and it is starting to vine. I love it. I do like it a lot. I did keep one of the propagations because, like, you know, plant insurance. But yeah, it's one that I probably won't ever propagate again. It takes way too long to grow. I don't know why. But yeah, it's a fun one. It has grown some size. So not much to it, you guys. Not much to it, but it is fun. And millibugs do love her a lot. So here's another one, and it also has some fall decor. So again, this is one that I love to propagate because it's so easy, and it's an awesome plant. So this is my Monstera Susupicana. I'm gonna take off the fall decor. I'll put it back once I treat the plants and water them. And honestly, you guys, this is I did it by propagations, and I have another one. Like, I'm not even kidding. I can pull it up right now just to show it to you. But I did a lot of propagations from Monstera Susupicanas, and yeah, and the mother plant's right there. It's so pretty, right? It's like very like it's almost like a silver blue, but like more green. And the gloss, of course, is from the neem oil. But yes, these are for propagations. Monstera Susupicanas. I do like how they vine. They look really nice. And the texture of the leaf is really beautiful. The veins, I think it's nice. And yeah, really fun. Really fun. And the funny thing is, this is a plant that 2 years ago, I would kill. I don't know why. I do know why. It would die on me every single time. And it's because this one does not, you can already see it happening. It does not like to dry out, you guys. Monstera Susupicanas, The second you see the soil dry or you put your moisture meter and it's dry, you have 1 or 2 days to water it. If not, it's gonna throw a fit and it releases a smell. Not that I can smell, but every time I see it under distress, which is usually under watering, spider mites spawn in. So it's like an ivy. I don't know why. It could be my climate, it could be my environment, but yeah. So I always make sure that it is heavy on the neem oil and I'm on top of the water. But you can see all the light green growth happening. It's just so fun. It has grown really nicely. And it would actually benefit from a haircut. And then it will bush it even more. But I'm gonna have to wait. We can't have too many, David, calm down. But that's what I'm gonna do right now for this section. I'm gonna put them in the tub, rinse them really good, spray some neem oil mixture, and then we'll do the next round. But before I do that, I'm gonna show you guys my Syngonium Wonderlands. Because if you saw the previous plant shopping video that I posted, I was telling y'all how much I love this plant and how good it does. And I'm gonna show it to you right now. Oh, you guys, look. I had it in the kitchen, but I ended up putting it over here in the living room. Look, isn't that so pretty? I love the silver line. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's just so adorable. Like, there's something about it that I'm just drawn to. Like the little line in the middle, the detail, and the vines. The vines are so cute. This is one that I would love seeing hanging. I have it on my shelf right now, but down the line, I do want to go ahead and let it vine. And I don't think my heart can chop this one because I get it for y'all sometimes. It just hurts to see such a beautiful big plant and then chopping it. But one thing that I don't know though, I don't know why some leaves don't fully unfurl. It could be, and they're old leaves because there's new ones that do unfurl. It could be from low humidity, but yeah, it has grown a lot. I don't think I have made backups out of this one. I don't think I propagated some. So I'm probably gonna have to do that, but it'll be next year, not right now. I'm just so in love with her. And it's like that on the shelf, and it looks really, really beautiful no matter what side you're looking at it. Beautiful, it's beautiful, and I love it. I did have it in the kitchen, like I said. It was getting a good source of grow light. Now it's getting bright and direct light, like low lights, basically. But Syngoniums can handle that, so just for right now, it will be there for a couple weeks until we move. But the sun is coming in, so it is gonna start getting a little bit more light, so. But by the time that happens, we're gonna be out, but we never know about that. So yeah, I just have to show you guys my Syngonium Wendyland, also known as Syngonium Velvet, because it is kind of velvety. It's very, very, very velvety, but it's called Syngonium Wendyland. So yeah. It is the next day, besties, and I'm still kind of waking up. I don't know why. I woke up super early. I can't make myself go back to sleep. And I made my coffee. And then I went ahead and saw some gardening videos. A lot of videos. Since they already shipped out the seeds, like the vegetable seeds, I'm watching a lot of videos on what I can grow and how to grow them. And like just how like the best success that I can give myself on growing these vegetable plants. And then I was scrolling to TikTok because I got bored. My eyes started to twitch really, really bad. Like it was already twitching over here, like this eye. And I was ignoring, I was like, whatever. And then it was getting so bad. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm like, looked it up online. I don't think it was coffee because I had it before I had my coffee in the morning. It could be also sleep deprived, but I don't think it's that. I slept for like 6 hours, like that's enough. I know 7 hours is like, oh. But I think what it is making my eyes strained. Too much screen time, basically. So I was like, okay. And then I went to the restroom and I was like plucking out my beard because I get bored. And I tried to like remove, like I don't like to shave because whenever I shave, to each their own. But, oh, my fine line's over here. You get like a 4 o'clock shadow, is that what it's called? Like it looks like shaded. So like the best way that I gotta do for me is I gotta pluck it from the root. So I get my tweezers and I'm just plucking with whatever I can pluck out. And That hurted, but it's whatever because caffeine makes your nerves more sensitive, which is whatever. And then my eyes started to twitch again, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like focusing, I'm like on the mirror focusing on pulling out these hairs. I'm like straining my eye. Todavía, I'm still straining my eye, so I gotta like chill. And I was like, you know what, I gotta do the rest of the video on showing you guys these plants. So the plants I showed you guys yesterday on the other clip, I already rinsed them. I also did spray them with neem oil mixture, and they're in the plant room right now. The reason why they're not here is because husband was here, and I didn't want to like have all this ruckus around. So he's gone today for right now, and then my brother is gonna come over today as well. So like I need to like, this has to be done anyways. Like I said, I could have just like slept, but I know I should not be sleeping. I don't know, like this weather, I don't know what it is. I think it's just a personal thing because like I'm getting like impatient from the moving out thing. I mean, we still have a long way to go. It's whatever. I gotta shut up. Okay, let me just sip my coffee with you because I could have gone on the balcony and done it, but it's kind of boring to be honest. Girl, I'm happy that my brother's gonna come over because I'm like so bored. Oh, okay, so, and the funny thing about that as well is that my brother, he is working already and he's doing like night shifts right now. I'm not gonna get too much details, but like it's cool, like it makes sense why he does it or whatever, but it's just temporarily. So yeah, my brothers, I used to change their diapers. I used to change the bed sheets because of little accidents that they had. Like I was doing all that, and now they're working a 9 to 5, and I'm just like, ugh, they grew up so fast. So it was really cute. Well, not really cute, but it's like very like, wow, time flies by. Okay, Mother Queen photos. Some might call it a snow queen. I might yawn every now and then. I'm super duper sorry. It's because like I'm still trying to adjust from the morning. I could have gotten ready like any other, YouTuber. But girl, you know how this works. And then with me, like I know I have to do this. And usually my prime to do this like at 2 p.m., 1 p.m. It's still 8, I think about to be 9 a.m. in the morning. I'm not a morning person, girl. Like, but I know I have to do this because this takes a while. Like, not even just my recording, not, but like, well, that too, but it's like rinsing them and then spraying them. It takes a hot minute because you gotta let the neem oil dry on the foliage. If not, if you move it, it makes a mess. And I don't want to deal with neem oil on the carpets or anywhere. So I just wait until it dries out, which is like 2 hours, honestly, with the restroom ventilation fan and then the AC, right? A little controversial with this one, and I always like to get my feet messy, especially when I have my coffee. Snow Queen is the same poop as the Mother Queen photos. I'm so sorry. It is what it is. You can agree, you can disagree, girl. That's perfectly fine. But even Costa Farm says it too. Girl, I've had it goes based off light. Like depending like the variegation on the foliage. It goes based off light and warmth as well. But majority of light. If you don't give it a lot of light, I mean it's getting a lot of light. I don't think it's gonna show. If you give it a lot of light, it's gonna look like a snow queen. Like just white on white. That's not a bug or a pest. It's just damage. I sometimes get that every now and then with specifically this variety, the Mother Queen photos. There's no such thing as a snow queen. You can call it like a color. A snow queen, it's basically more whiter than a marble queen. It's the same shit. I promise you, if you get a marble queen and you put it outside in your balcony or patio or porch, wherever it's shaded but it's getting a lot of bright and direct lights, in the springtime, whenever it's warm for you and you water it, right? You just take care of it. I promise you, it will convert to a snow queen. I promise you, girl. And it's hard because this takes time to prove. But I'm gonna have to prove y'all. Like when I get the house, I'm gonna get a basic Mother Queen photos, like just green, like the actual Mother Queen photos, and put it outside in the shade. And I'm gonna show y'all because like to each their own. Now the reason why is because they sell Mother Queens, a Snow Queen's more expensive than a Mother Queen. And that's what grinds my gears a little bit. Because you can get the same effect. You can get a Snow Queen if you give it a lot of light. There's no reason to charge 3 times for that plant 20. Now, unless you don't care about money, like you just like that, period. I know everybody's situation with finance is different. For me, I like to cheap out. I like to go bougie in some places, and some bougie I like to cheap out. So you know, because that's how I do. But I know everybody's thing is different. I see, like my shirt. I'm getting my Walmart shirts now. It took me a hot minute. I do Marshall usually, but Walmart has been put some really cute shirt. Yesterday I saw my little pumpkin shirt. This one is the bruh. I just like it, and honestly, the color palette, y'all know. I love earthy tones like brown, maroon, green, like sage. Oh, it's like my color, girl. Honestly, my color palette. I love earthy tones. And it's coming up. You know, like fall is like literally earthy tones and warm tones. Anyways, so yeah, because I see people selling like a 4-inch Snow Queen for like $40, like 30 something. And I'm just like, now if you want it like that out of the bat, then by all means, girl, I guess you can consider like the time that it took to like make it look like a Snow Queen, but it's the same shit. Like I literally asked plant companies too, and they agreed. It's the same. They see it in their nurseries. It just depends on the warmth and the light, because that identifies a lot of time with a lot of different varieties variegation. So yeah, that's my cup of tea. If you want to pay $40 for a 4-inch Snow Queen, by all means, go. No one's gonna stop you. But if you didn't know, they're the same thing, and you can get the same effect if you just give it a lot of light and warmth. And I'm talking about like 90 Fahrenheit. Like I'm talking about like, and if you do Celsius or Fahrenheit, I do Fahrenheit. Cause like I know it depends where you live, but like I see all these gardening videos and they're talking about Celsius, and I'm like, God, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you saying? Like, just say hot or cold. Like, at this point, I don't know. I have to start educating myself on Celsius. My eye is twitching. Is it also stress? I stress myself out. Okay, so yeah, I'm so sorry. I just had to say it, and I'm gonna continue to say it because y'all know, girl, like, I got you back. Like, oh my gosh. Okay. I would see it so much, and I'm drinking that coffee black. In the morning, I had it like with sugar and some almond milk, but now I just want it black. I just want it bitter. It's because back in the day, I would see. I just finished water. I'm gonna drip a little bit of water. I would see that a lot in plant shops and nurseries. I'm like, okay. So here's my Anthurium Super Bum, and as y'all can see, she has gotten pretty big. Look at that leaf. This is her newest leaf. I'm really happy with it. It's one of the most beautiful Anthuriums. And I got it from the big box stores. I haven't seen them for a hot minute, but y'all know how it is. Like, they rotate plants during the season, and sometimes they stop selling it depending if there's like people don't like it. But me as a collector, if I see it cheap, if it's pretty, I'm gonna snatch it up. And I haven't seen an Anthurium Super Bums for a hot minute. Maybe in your locations, I'm pretty sure, but like mine's not really. So hopefully they do push out more of these in the springtime, because I will promote this like crazy. It's such an easy Anthurium. It really is. And the name is funny, Anthurium Super Bum. Took me a hot minute to memorize it, but yeah. So, and I'm guessing the leaves get bigger and bigger because they're just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I love the back. It's like a maroon, brown, reddish. It's just so pretty. And it's a big leaf, like my face. Ooh, y'all saw my lazy eye? So yeah, I love this Anthurium Super Bum. And also it's pretty pest resilient. It's been next to plants that have spider mites and mealybugs, and it doesn't really jump to this one. Probably because there's better plants nearby it. But yeah, it's not proof. Like, it's not like it would get pests, but it's not like a pothos. Like, mealybugs love pothos because of all the nick and crannies they can hide in there. So yeah. All right. Next up is this one. This is I always forget her name, and like I has the name over here, El Choco Red, but I'm not sure if it's the incorrect name. I don't know, but it is a philodendron and it is gorgeous, and it is getting bigger, but it's not really sticking to the pole, you guys. Like it really isn't. So it's just one of those that I think as long as it feels like it has something coming up, then it's cool. It does have a new leaf coming in. Again, I love the back of the leaf. It is beautiful. And it is also pretty velvety. I don't know if you guys can see by the camera, but it's really, really nice. And I'm really happy with this growth and how much it has pushed out. And I'm honestly in love with it. I love it. Really nice. It's really nice. And it's actually from that nursery. Green Gate Garden Center. It's kind of far away. We go like once every 2 months. And honestly, I might need to plan a trip again because like it's like my special place, and it's so much great things are happening these next months, and I really want to go ahead and make the best of it, and just make it more fun and exciting. So, and y'all love the garden center. Out of all the I filmed in other plant shops, and I do want to go to other plant shops. I roll my eyes because like I know there's some people and shops that do not like me at all, girl, because I promote a lot of big box store. And it's not Lowe's doesn't give a damn about me, girl. I do it because not because I get paid by it. I mean by Lowe's or Home Depot, Walmart. I do it because we all have one, and they're really cheap and affordable, and sometimes you can find amazing deals. I would always push people if they can to go to a plant shop and a nursery. Nurseries tend to be a little bit cheaper than plant shops, but and I get it. I know like they need the business and whatever, but like, girl, don't. I'm not. I don't know how to put it into words, but like I don't like being forced to do something because of whatever reason. I like to keep it organic and raw and real and authentic. People say that I'm very authentic. Sometimes I feel like they mean it like, girl, it's too much. But you know, like I don't like being forced to do something. Like it sounds like a brat. Like I would do something if I have to do it, but if I don't feel comfortable, I'm not gonna force myself to continue doing it, you know? And there's some plant shops that I've gone that I got really, really uncomfortable. And yeah, I'm not gonna go back. And there's one, and it was 2 or 3 years ago. It's my last time going though. And it's a shame because that was one of the first places that I went to buy houseplants during COVID. Racist, but I hate that place. And I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not. But if you can support plant shops 1000%, and I go when I can, but I have my favorites that I love to go to. And yeah, so Green Gate Nursery. It's funny because it has a gate in it, and I joke about it because I'm like, girl, if it was me in a different dimension, I probably would have gatekept this place because this place is insane. But the second I found out years back that they were selling uncommon, for reals, uncommon plants that you would not find at the Lowe's or Home Depot or the big box stores for a cheap price, it is a drive, but I had to short with y'all. And then there were some of y'all that were commenting like, you found my favorite spot. Why did you never tell me about that spot? Y'all gatekeep. But yeah, I found out. I'm sorry, girl. I'm exploding it. I told all of my San Antonio girlies, all of my Dallas. I don't know where you guys are from. I know that there's some people from Texas that watch my videos and try to see what's out there, right? So I had to let them know about this amazing place. I did notice they have increased the prices. This was like 3 years ago when I found out about them. I think, yeah, 3 years ago. I have noticed they have jumped up in price a little bit. I don't think I have an effect with it. I just think it's inflation happening, right? So, but it's still pretty cheap. And again, the sizes that you get is insane, like massive plants, and the prices and the variety. So I gotta go back again. I have like a couple videos on my channel. It's Green Gates. You can look it up now. It's really good. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked, girl. Like honestly, my favorite place to go. But it is like an hour drive, casi un poquito, depending on traffic. But my eyes are already twitching. But I gotta go. I really gotta go because like I kind of miss seeing like really good plants. So. I gotta go. I gotta go. Okay, next one. I keep putting this one to the side because I do not want to see it. It is pretty. I'm gonna take off one of the decors that I have in it. I believe it's my white wizard. It could be a white princess. I don't know. It's a philodendron. It is pretty. This is one of its prettiest leaves that it has given me. But this is one of its recent ones, and this I think is from Pest. Yep, I just saw it's not variegation, it's Melly. So it is a beautiful one. I am looking at the stem, that's how you can usually identify it. It's a fat Melly bug. Let me squish it. I believe it's a wizard. I think it's a wizard. Because there's a white wizard, white princess, and white knight. There's a pigeon making a nest outside right over here, and I see it, and I just heard it, and that literally scared the living. That scared me. So it is pretty from a distance, and not much to it. This is one that I will probably chop. Just to, I don't know. This is why I have my pink princess, you guys, and honestly, it's really, really pretty. I have to show it to y'all down the line, but they grow really weird. Like, I mean, they can grow nicely if you keep it compact like a bush, but then they will go. I don't like that aesthetic. But again, to each their own, because then everybody has different likes and wants and aesthetics. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean that it's bad. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, I have it because it's a pretty variegated plant, and I got it for cheap. I think like last year. It's pretty. It's pretty when it's short. The reason why is because the leaves don't get bigger, and it doesn't really branch out. I guess that's why I don't really like it. Because it would get tall, but it would just do that. And I guess you can put it like in the corner. Yeah. If it does not feel like it has something to climb on, the leaves will get smaller. You know how I feel about that. I don't like small leaves on my plants unless there's an exception depending on the aesthetic, right? It's specifically if it vines. This girl, I don't think it vines, girl. It's the stem is too thick. It will be top heavy. But yeah, that's one that I'm gonna have to experiment down the line and see what's up with it, because I'm not a big fan of it. It's pretty. The variegation is pretty. The growth habit, though, is probably one that I have to keep chopping. I don't know. It's a later on problem for sure. So next one is going to be my alocasia. And I'm actually really shocked that this alocasia has lasted me for a very, very long time, considering the fact that I've underwatered it a couple times, and it's also bloomed for me, and it just lost a new leaf. And the funny thing is, it's one of the old ones. Well, it's not that it's funny, but that's the interesting part, that it's not a bad thing. It's natural. And I just have it, and you can see Amelia right there, like the little white thing. It's natural. I love this plant, by the way. I got it at Marshall. It's really, really cheap. It was like, I think $8. Yeah, girl, and it's heavy too. I like me some heavy ceramics. Why, you're asking? I don't have kids. I don't want kids. I know my husband wants kids, but I don't want kids. Girl, that's too much. Like, anyways, but people that do have kids, you're amazing. I could never have the patience, the guidance, the wisdom, the resilience, the energy to do all that. Because in this economy, girl, oh my gosh, I can't imagine. So it is a pretty alocasia. I know I'm doing okay job because this is one of her newest leaves, and it's a big ol' leaf. I believe it's called a pink stem alocasia. I could be wrong. And it has a really nice chunky stem. The white stuff you see on top, the little pebbles, it's the mosquito beds. I don't really care about the fungal. It doesn't cause any issues. You can see a little acorn. Do you see it? This is one that I will probably, when I have to repot it, I will harvest the acorns and I will grow them like on a 4-inch, 6-inch and put it outside. I would love to see alocasias. Alocasias do so good outside in San Antonio, Texas. You have to keep it shaded and you have to keep it watered. But other than that, oh my gosh, they thrive. So yeah, I love this big old leaf and I do see something coming up. See it right there. Right there. You see like in the middle, in the middle, in the middle? Yeah. It's gonna be a new leaf, I'm pretty sure. Or a flower. It has to be a new leaf. And if it is a new leaf, oh my gosh, can you imagine how big it's gonna be? Like, I'm trying to get close to it. Ah! Okay. I think it does good because it's by the kitchen and it's super duper humid right there because it's by the sink, right? And then that pigeon is big. I keep saying it flying by. Okay. So it is a really, really pretty alocasia, and the reason why I think it's doing super good, it has the lights, it has the humidity, I keep it watered, and I also fertilize it. Now, I don't always fertilize all of my alocasias. I probably should. I have a section in the kitchen where I have all of my alocasias, and 4-inch usually, majority of them. And alocasias are heavy feeders. I did learn that, and now I'm hearing everybody like, not because of me, but because like, I think we all have realized at some point, that's probably why each leaf keeps dying. If we're giving it the humidity and the light that it requires and we're keeping it watered, the last resort, it needs food. So yeah, I fertilize her. I don't use nothing fancy. I'm so sorry. I wish I was an organic person, but I'm not with my plants and my fertilizer. So I use Microgrow fertilizer, but there's so many amazing other fertilizers out there. I use what's cheap, affordable, and reliable. I'm super sorry, girl. I'm like every other person out there, like the basic person. I'm not a bougie, fancy person. I could never be. No. But that's what I use, and it works. But with any other fertilizer, it's really, really good. You just gotta look it up, right? But yeah, alocasias are heavy feeders. I learned that the hard way. And once you keep them fertilized, I do it like once a week. I don't do it, once a month. I don't do it that often. I know it would grow a lot faster if I do it every other week, I'm pretty sure, but that's too much work. So, and it could also lead to some problems too. Over fertilizing is a real thing. And it's pretty common with people that do fertilize their plants, right? I'm promoting it. Just do it with caution and always dilute it. Like whatever is recommended on the bottle, always dilute that, just to be safe. And just read your plants over time. Not like read your plants, but like what I mean is like your plants will let you know what they need, right? So if you're seeing it doing really good, like pushing out big leaves, growing actively, there's a very big chance that I'm pretty sure it would be super duper happy if you give it some fertilizer. If it's doing absolutely nothing, like literally nothing, it's probably dormant. And I know a lot of plants are gonna enter dormancy. That's a whole different controversy because like I know people say this is such a weird video. Like I'm ranting a lot, but I think it's like pretty valid stuff, I think so. So people say plants don't really go dormant in the inside house plants because we use grow lights. They don't really know what's going on out there, like outside, because they're not outside, they're inside where we have the same temperature. If they're on grow lights on the schedule, they don't really know the difference, right? They're just gonna keep doing their thing. Now they could also get tired. I have learned that too. Plants do get tired, like they just need a resting period sometimes, but they will kick back in, right? So sorry if I keep messing with this. It's just it helps me focus. So yes, so but some of us have big windows and some plants can feel the lights. They can feel, because they can feel, I'm pretty sure plants know the difference between a grow light and outdoor indirect light coming from the windows, right? Some plants can feel that. So it just depends. If you have your plants completely isolated from outside, then yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just gonna keep doing its thing. But if there's some windows and they can feel the windows or a breeze from the door, I'm pretty sure they would tell. Plants are pretty smart. So yeah, just read your plants. Your plants would usually tell. But this girl will be fine, and I would never put it by a door because I know alocasias would not appreciate a breeze, like different temperature shifts. I don't think they like that. Also fiddles, they don't like that either. But Yes, so next one is going to be, I guess this one. Now we're entering the bottom. I don't know if you guys remember, but this is my summer glory philodendron. I'm like also removing dead leaves with what I can. Here's some decor. I love these little pom-poms. They're so cute. Excuse me. It's on a 6-inch. Pretty, some good roots in the bottom. And I'm using this as a cash pot. I don't know if you guys remember, but it's my summer glory philodendron. I had one years back when I had my little phase and I got rid of it, but this is a new one that I got in the beginning of the year. And I don't know if you guys remember, but it was all squashed up and it was really, really tiny. But these guys grow really fast. And yeah, I just love a good summer glory philodendron. They give off the most beautiful leaves. I don't have an example to show y'all, but this one is just hardening enough. You guys can see by the light. No. But this is one of its newest leaves. It is going to be pushing out a new one. It's like right over here in the back. It is a crawler. Some people hate crawlers. There's one creator that doesn't like them at all. Not a bad thing, by the way. I'm just like, why? Like, crawlers are so cool. Like, they don't need a moss pole to develop beautiful big leaves. They just need space. If you have the space, a crawler is going to be awesome for you. I don't really have that much space. I mean, not anymore. My plants is pretty limited. In the house, I will. We all want to see a houseplants. Sorry. I don't know. I love watching house tours, like when they move in somewhere, they buy a new house, but we're just moving into this house. But I don't know if anybody wants to see that or cares about that. But I'm like, you let me know if you guys want to see a house tour. I love watching them because I'm chismoso and like I'm delusional. I like to be like, oh, I'll put the bed like right there. I'll put the table like right in that corner. Like, you know, I like to do that because I'm dumb. But like, y'all let me know if you want to see a house tour or just like the vlog, you know, like not a specific video of a house tour, just a, y'all let me know what y'all want to see because I do this up for y'all. Let's see. So yes, I love this philodendron. It's so pretty. I love girl, like. Also, so I have the glorosium as well. It's pretty. It's a velvety though. And that one has spermites. I put it outside. It's doing a lot better. I know it has a leaf over here, but I'm going to leave it. You guys, I don't know. Glorosiums are like, they attract spermites. The philodendron, the summer glory philodendron, it's more like a, not a velvety. It's like a, what do you call that? Glossy kind of plant. It doesn't, spermites don't really mess with this one at all. I can see mealybugs, but it's pretty clean, so it's fine. The velvety one, glorosium philodendron, that one got spider mites so bad, and it was bad. It's pretty though. It's also a crawler. I love crawlers, but not all crawlers are like the same, you know? Like some have their own problems. But the summer glory philodendron, and I know some of you guys have one, and it's like insane. I know it would get pretty long. What I would just do, I would just chop it. But the ambulance, what the hell? So, yeah, it's so pretty. I love this plant. Like, and it grows really fast, you guys. It was like a small little plant. And like I said, it's on a 6-inch. I should probably repot it, but I think it's cool. And this is one that I just want to have going down. I don't know where, but like, I'm going to just let it do its thing. Alrighty. I got to measure. That's why I forgot how to do that. I can fit one more plant to the top. Alright, so I guess the next one will be this one. This is another aglonema that I have in my collection. Pretty big. I don't know if you guys remember, we got it on those big black planters, like nursery planters from the big box store. I love the stem. The only thing that I hated about it is that aglonemas don't like to stay moist. Yes, they would grow. A lot of plants would do really good staying hydrated, but there are some plants that really do not want to stay moist 24/7. Aglonemas is one of those. They do not like that. It's a safer bet to let them dry out. I let them dry out sometimes way too. Oh, it's over there, the ambulance. I live in apartments, you guys. There's apartments here and over there. There's always stuff going on. So, what's going on? Right. So yes, it's a bit of aglaonema. I don't know exactly what it's called. Pretty markings. If y'all know, let me know so I can put a tag on it. But I ended up repotting it on a smaller planter and a more drainage mixture. You can see the perlite in there. And it's doing a lot better. It's not that it was doing bad, but like, I don't know, I feel like it was not okay. And ever since placing it over here, it looks a lot more better in here. To be honest, it looks more accurate and fit. Really, really pretty. Because it wasn't a big planter. And I was just like, that's a little too big for her, I think so. And then it was all peat moss. Be so for real. Alright. I guess I will show you the rest. Yeah, I will just show you the rest. Even though this is gonna be already one group that I'm gonna put in the tub, I can just like finish them and put those in there. So yeah, just to finish up the video on this part. This next one, I was literally cleaning its leaves yesterday because it's my Senanti Gray Star. And I don't know if you guys remember, I did not bought it this big. This is my biggest flex. I actually got it in a 4-inch like 7 months ago. Like 8 months ago. And I ended up repotting on a 6-inch. It outgrew its planter. Ended up repotting on this ceramic and it filled in. It's like literally the ones where you see at the big box stores. You're not believing, girl. That's why I have Houseplant toys, girl. Because I have footage of a little small baby of this one. It grew very, very fast. I had it in the kitchen for a moment, but it just outgrew that spot. The thing is, I did clean the back of the leaves because it's like releasing some sap. It's clean right there, but there's some leaves that I didn't do all of them. Like this one, for example, you guys can see it. You can see, ahí está. You see that? It has spider mites. Which is really, really sad. I don't know why it's in distress. I do underwater her. Oh, I'm getting my shirt dirty. Because I did water her yesterday. But it's just so big. It's not the most prettiest. I mean, she has her little crispy edges. And her leaves, like, a little bit like, kind of You know what I'm craving, girl? I'm craving like a stew. It's kind of cold in the apartment right now because we are now putting the apartment to 67 because it gets too hot in the night and I can't. We usually put it to 69 or 68 Fahrenheit, but that ain't doing a difference anymore. So we're putting it to 67 Fahrenheit in the night only. When I wake up, I turn it off. But it's kind of cold inside. And then looking at the fall decor, looking at these plants, looking at the cloudy weather outside, I'm just like, this is giving like cozy fall vibes. Like, I just need like a stew, like something, like a chili or like a chicken pot pie. But I promised my husband that I'll get him pizza for today because my brother's coming over and it's just a heavy planter. I actually like it. I got it from Marshall as well, girl. Hold on. Mi artritis. But yeah, I was gonna get pizza, but I would love a chicken pot pie. We don't always buy takeout. It's fine though. But yeah, because yesterday I made a mole. Yes, girl, I know how to cook. Alright, sorry. But yeah, this is my Senanti Gray Star. It has grown a lot. And I'm not gonna repot in anything else bigger. I think what I would see myself, oh, there's a new leaf coming in. So you see the new leaf coming in? Beautiful ceramic, got it from Marshall for like I think $8 or $9 as well. And it has grown really, really nicely. It's amazing. It's amazing as a 4 plant with some grow light. Even though I do have grow lights on the edge of the countertop. On the new house, we don't have that. That was my favorite thing, but we don't have that no more, so it's okay. I will find a way to put grow lights around. It was really nice sticking like those strip lights on the bottom of the counter. And yeah, so what I see myself doing with this, because like I'm finally entering, because I think, I'm sorry, I blabber too much, but let me just say this. I think there's stages on plant collections. And I have gotten through a lot of depression episodes back then. I'm 25 years old now, so I think my frontal lobe has developed to some extent. Now, obviously, mental health issues like are gonna happen regardless. No, it's not by the age. So yeah, but I think I have more of a some wisdom. Like I know how to prevent myself from burnout. When I can't, I just stop and I don't force myself to do something. Sometimes I can, but I know my limits. I know what to look for. I know my signs. I know I don't know it all within myself, but I do know what I can do, right? Because like I've done this 1,000 times already of me like going, stand something crazy. There's like a police, there's an ambulance, there's a small ambulance now. Algo pasó, girl. So yeah, like there's always some points in my collection when I just throw like 90% of them. But I think this year, because I started my collection, I started over again November or December of last year. I'm entering the full year and I have not gone through a plant purge, which is not a bad thing, by the way. I think it's pretty good. If you want to do that, go for it. It's great. Like in some cases, it's healthy to do that, to do a plant purge. It's healthy. It's not a bad thing. It's okay. It's to clean up the slate, and yeah. So, but this year I haven't, and I don't really see myself doing that. What I do see myself doing is getting on my chip and just going, because my plants are starting to get pretty big and crazy. But I'm entering stage 2, I think, because stage 1 is like where a lot of people during COVID, people that watch my videos usually are like beginners, usually, and that's when you collect a lot of plants. You're getting like little starters. You're figuring out your aesthetic, your favorite plants. If you're an anthurium, pothos, cactus, philodendron, monstera, etc., or all of them, right? You're figuring it out. You're seeing what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what you love, what you don't love, and you're just growing your collection. That's stage 1. Stage 2 is when you start entering like the pests. Like you have so many plants now. I don't know. It depends on the number, but like you have like 30, 50, 100. And now you're entering like where you're getting close to plant burnout, because it just happens and it's okay. We're human, we're not robots, right? We have some days that are like, just majority of us, that are like, oh my gosh, I can't look at a plant right now. Like I'm gonna like flip it right now. Like, you know, it's normal. So you're dealing with pests, you're dealing with plant issues, you're dealing with leggy plants with yellow leaves, crispy edges, root rot or underwatering, but majority gets pests. Mealybugs, aphids, spider mites, flat mites, scale. Oh, I hate scale. You know? And then, but you start gaining wisdom, experience, right? How you deal with it, what works for you, what methods work for you. Stage 3 is when you're like, okay, my collection's pretty big. I have some good stuff happening, I have some bad stuff happening, but everything is under my umbrella. I'm seeing everything and everything is under control. Even though there's some plants that are bad, I'm on top of it. And I know what to expect, I know what to do, and I know what I'm gonna do to make it work with me, right? Like you're already like at that point. But your plants are starting to get crazy big because, you know, you're getting really good at taking care of them and you have them for a hot minute already. So they're getting like very like full, they're getting really big. Now this is a stage that I didn't really hit all the time because I would always reset, but a lot of y'all have already, like years back already. I know I can already hear like, David, I know, girl, I see, I hear y'all. So crying out loud, like look at my seat anyway in the lamp from a little baby. It's just really, really cool. You know, it's a really rewarding stage because like you're like, I remember we grew just a baby. I don't know if you guys remember my tiger fern. It was just a plug. It was just a plug, and yeah, look how big it is. Look how big it is. So in this stage, what I see myself happening is at some point, probably in the springtime, I'm gonna do a lot of resetting. In the wintertime, I will go ahead and chop a lot of my plants because I really think giving your plants haircuts, it's really healthy. I know some people don't want to do that at all. That's fine. But I think it's pretty healthy, like getting your plants. This is my neon pothos, and I'm probably gonna chop it over here to promote more growth. I already did, and look, there's like so much new shoots from this one thing that I chopped it from. I have a lot, you guys. Like, I have another neon pothos. Look, this one is so pretty, actually. Really, really pretty. It's so like satisfying to look at. There's some yellow leaves, of course, like any other plants. But I love a neon pothos. I'm looking at my other plants, so they're like awesome. But I do see myself chopping it to make it look more fuller and to just keep it looking healthy, right? This one's too early though, so yeah. It looks really, really good how it does. I love those planters. They just like slide in so nicely. And with my Senati Gray Star, I'm probably gonna chop it all the way through and let it flush out new growth. Like this next one that I'm gonna show you. This one, I ended up resetting it. Not because like it was too big, it was actually so beautiful. But I ended up resetting it because it had a bad infestation of mealies and some sort of fungal, and I just didn't want to deal with it. I was gonna toss it away. Calathea orbifolia. Remember how big she was? I chopped her from the bottom and I placed it outside, and I said, I'm gonna let nature take care of it. I'm gonna water it, but nature's gonna do the rest. And then I started seeing coming back really, really nicely. I sprayed some neem oil, and she's doing awesome. There's some new leaves coming in. You can see the straws coming in and everything. So it's an awesome plant. It does have some crispy edges. It was outside, and there were some days when it was dry like a bone. But I think it's really resilient now. And that's another thing too. Your plants start to like acclimate and become mature and more. Some plants don't like that. Like fiddle leaves, once they get bigger and bigger and bigger, they don't want to be moved that often. But like other plants, they have such an established root system that like they're really tough. You know, they can bounce back pretty fast. This one really did, and I cannot wait to watch it grow even more. Now that it's inside and I can keep an eye on it even more, and it's not drying out like every other day like outside. So that's really, really good. My Senati Gray Star, I can see myself chopping. I'm enjoying the beautiful foliage. But I will probably chop it and reset it. Brightening plants, I'll probably chop them, give them a fresh haircut, and promote new growth for the new spring. So I think that's stage 3. And I don't know about the next stages. Like I can guess. I mean, you guys can probably tell me what y'all think. But I think at stage 3 is where it's at, and it's just like continuous like that, right? So that's on that. This is another plant that I don't really show y'all that often. It's a one that I bought, and just because I liked it and I knew it was an easy anthurium to look after. It's just an anthurium, the one that blooms right in the stores. I liked it because whenever it pushes out new leaves, it's like a maroon. This one already hardened up, but when they're fresh, they're like a super red. And it also blooms, like those classic anthurium blooms, right? That's why I got it. But I still have it. It's pretty cool. It's a nice filler plant, just to fill in a spot with some greenery, right? All right, here's another one. This one's always blooming and doing the most, but I love this plant so much, and it's just really crazy. I'm gonna take off this fall decor that I have in there. And this is my piece. Oh, see, every time, this is the second time that has happened. I try to take off a dead leaf and it just comes out the whole plant. This is a domino. I got it from Plant years back. Like we're talking about like 5 years ago. And look at that little baby. I'll show you guys some other plants, but I actually have I have propagated by accident, not intentionally, that exact plant because of the exact same reason. Here it is. It's just like its own little plant. And yeah, I'm probably gonna add this in here. I'm gonna root this in water. I don't usually do that, but peace lilies are pretty cool with propagating in a root like this usually. And transferring it to soil is not that much of a hassle, right? I mean, with peace lilies usually. So I'll probably pop it in there. It looks real. I just like how simple it looks. Really, really cute. I'm gonna put it over here for right now. But this peace lily is super duper old, and it blooms for me all the time. You can see the flowers, which is really, really pretty. I usually chop them, but I've been letting it do its own thing. I don't really control much of it, but it has grown a lot. And this was a 4-inch plant, and it, oh my gosh, like last year, usually every year, but I've been pretty good at it this year. But the previous years, half of the growth would go away because I would underwater it too much and it would go yellow. And when that happens, the leaf is already gone. But I've been pretty good at it, and now it's nice and full once again. And hopefully by next year, it will grow even more. You can kind of see its age. This is its bad side. Its age over here. Look how long this is. And this was like literally from a small little 4-inch that I got. I think it was my first ever unboxing on YouTube, but from Plant. This is such a pretty leaf. Look at that piece of leaf. I love a good piece of leaves. Beautiful. Look at this leaf. Some just so beautiful. So beautiful. I remember there was a leaf. Look at this leaf over here too. I don't know if this one muted because this entire side of this plant is just white, like creamy white. Let's see if I can collect all the leaves. This entire thing is its own side, and it has all this creamy variegation. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I remember there was a leaf that had like a heart. I think it died already. No. I think it did. I'm like moving this a lot, and it does release a lot of pollen, and I'm breathing it in. That is not good. Okay, I'm gonna put it down. But yeah, it's an awesome piece of leaf. It has grown and has a lot of it has a lot of history. I probably inhaled some pollen. I'm always checking my coffee because I'm touching so much foliage. I don't want anything to land on here because I'm so scared about dust on my coffee or like girl, what do they call again? Fungus gnats. I have a bad history with fungus gnats. I hate fungus gnats with a passion. I think everybody does. Okay, 2 more, and the others are pretty like kind of irrelevant to be honest. I've never seen that section of the kitchen that clean, you guys. Like empty, that's what I mean. Because usually it's always like green over there. So I'm gonna show you this one. This is my corn plant. Not that much, but it has grown a lot. And I love this guy. It is so cute. It has so much character with very little stuff going on. And it grows really, really good. It's a Dracaena. I do this because like, there's Lucky Bamboos, which are literally Dracaenas. It's just Dracaena. They also call them corn plants, but Dracaena. And it is gorgeous. Ooh, I tilted it too much. It's really, really pretty. I like the variegation. And I like this size shoe. I wanted to branch out another one. But maybe in the future it will do that. I don't know. But yeah, I got it at the grocery store, HEB, a couple months back. And the next one is this one. So I usually kill different Bacchias. I think this is the only thriving different Bacchia that I have in my collection. The planter is really pretty too. I don't know if I got this planter. Usually get my planters from Marshall or Walmart because they tend to be cheaper. But this different Bacchia has stayed alive for me, and you can see some bad sites on it. I don't know what this is. Never really took the time to check it. Yeah, no. Could be mealybugs, could be spider mites. I am dealing with spider mites, but the only way I've been keeping my different Bacchia alive, this isn't really y'all, let me get some scissors. I don't like that leaf at all. Hold on, I'll be back. Already, I'm sorry. I already chopped it off. It also bloomed for me. I did not want that at all, but I let it happen, and I just cut off the flower as well. But it has its babies on the bottom, and it has this pretty big. See, that's what I love about it. Different Bacchias are so pretty. Honestly, they really, really, really are. I think they're like the expert level of aglaonemas. People say, some people, to each their own, it's part of the environment. But some different Bacchias, people say that they're easy. I tend to find them a little bit tricky. They need a lot of light, and they do not like to dry out. I mean, every now and then, but they usually like to stay hydrated for sure. I probably should fertilize it because it did put out a big flower and I let it bloom, and I probably lost so much energy from that. But yeah, I'm really proud of it, but it looks pretty leggy, I think so. Like, it's not bad, but what I think I'm gonna do in the springtime, I'm probably gonna chop it from here. You can propagate different Bacchias. You can usually propagate a lot of things. You chop it from here and it will develop roots. Like, you can see the roots already right there. And what would happen, it would branch out, hopefully, and that cutting, I'll let it root, not put it back in there, just to make a nice, fuller, different Bacchia. It's called a reflector, but I could be wrong. It's a really, 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 really pretty one. I do love the foliage. The new leaf gives me hope that it's doing okay, because I was kind of stressed out about it. And then when I saw that flower, I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna take a toll, but it's doing really good. You could, yes, I could have chopped it off, but I just didn't want to, because it was also such a big flower. And I was like, I've never really seen such a massive Dieffenbachia flower, especially for me for my collection. So I was just curious and I was letting it happen. And I also didn't really care that much because I was like, I was just giving up on it a little bit, but now it's doing really, really, really good. Let me cut off this alocasia leaf. It's already retired. Alocasias are awesome. I'm still trying to master them. I would love to get an alocasia variegated mellow or like just like those really, really nice ones, but they're so expensive. And I'm gonna play it safe still. I think if I do get one, they're dropping in price as well, so I'll probably wear like the alocasia Freddy. Oh my gosh, the variegated one, so beautiful. It was so expensive back then, but now it's like super duper cheap. You can see it from Proven Winners for like 30 bucks, I think so, 40 bucks depending, at the Home Depot from Proven Winners. But and I haven't found them. I found the regular Friday, which is gorgeous by the way, but I haven't really seen the variegated one. But I have seen some people finding them, and I have heard Proven Winners sells them. So it's such a pretty one. I'm happy that it dropped in price, but I think if I do get it, I'll probably grow it in the outside in the shade, to be honest, because alocasias do so much better for me outside, in the shade, of course, and being watered. But inside, it's kind of scary because like it's like a pest magnet for me, and I don't want to risk my other plants for something like that. So I'm still trying to master my alocasias. And one thing that I did learn this year for sure with my alocasias is the fact that they're heavy feeders. They want fertilizer. If you do not fertilize your alocasia, you gotta tell me what you're doing, because like I don't know anybody that doesn't fertilize the alocasias and it has a thriving one. I could be wrong though. Like I said, everybody has different climates and stuff like that, but a lot of the time alocasias inside do want some food. They want some source like that. They need some energy like that. So that's basically that on the kitchen section. I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up, but first I'm gonna put these in the tub. Well, it's a restroom, but in the tub, rinse them really good, and then spray some neem oil, and then I'll probably do a time lapse cleaning that section, and then I'll put the other plants that I already treated back in there, and as well with these when they're done. And then that's basically it for the video. I know it's a long one. I have not edited the footage or combined it. I don't know how long the video is going to be. I'm really sorry if it came out really, really long. I'm a chat box, and I like to talk about a lot of different things. Because yeah, I don't really talk to a lot of people. So when I'm talking to you, I just like to say everything. So yeah. Alrighty. And that is it. So this is how everything looks. I always focus with the lights. Like a Dieffenbachia is always going to be in the bottom of a grow light. Peace lilies are like A-OK, as well with the Senantes and Richard Pepperoni. They can handle a little bit of like indirect, even though there's an upper grow light, it's perfectly fine. And then I really do love to like put my vining plants like that, because there's like this spilling over, but it gets captured by the vines and it's so beautiful. You can still see some of the foliage like because I was pretty aggressive with the shower head. I have to be, girl. It's just to be able to knock down all of the mellies, and then I sprayed the neem oil, and now everything is settling down, but everything's gonna perk back up later on. But yeah, it looks really, really nice, and I'm really, really happy. Also, I have noticed my peace lily is blooming like crazy again. Like there's actually a lot of blooms coming up, considering that everybody has a lot of pretty ones. So yeah, and then the sun is changing, as y'all can see. It's beautiful how it enters. And this peace lily was getting full light. That's not good. I have to move it somewhere else, but how beautiful, how beautiful. Alrighty, Planty friends, that is basically it for today. I'm gonna have to go ahead and put these back in the plants because we already finished cleaning them and inspecting them. I just want to say thank you so much if you watched all the way to the end of the video. comment what kind of like scary, like confusing emoji you can put up in there. Oh yes, period. Comment a taco emoji. Every taco emoji that I get, I'm gonna get myself a crispy taco. Am I? No. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. This gets kind of annoying, I know, but I ended up putting it on because my husband got it for me last year, and I never put it on because I feel like it's too flashy, and I don't want to give off that. But then I've had it in the cabinet for like months and months, and I wear it every now and then. But then I realized, like, you paid money on this, and I'm just having it in the cabinet collecting dust, and it made like it got him bothered about it. So that's why I'm wearing it, girl. I feel like I'm a cat, meow, like. But it's okay. I hope it's not too annoying. The microphone should not really pick it up as loud as it is, but I really hope you guys enjoyed today's new Plenty vlog. I won't always be posting 2-hour long videos. That's literally insane, but there was so much footage clamped in there, and from the plant shopping to the Plant Chores that we did. All those plants back there are really, really good, and it was really nice to go ahead and talk about them and talk about in detail and all that good jazzy stuff. So thank you so much for watching. Sending positive vibes to each and every single one of y'all, and I hope I can see you in the next one. Bye.